We'll open up the questions for Javontae Campbell.
Javontae, I think you had a broken hand since the beginning of the year. How does it feel right now, and just what does it mean to be the guy that have that game-winning shot?
The broken hand, I've gotten used to it. I've been treating it well. Staying off the court a lot during practice. So we've been taking it slow, being smart with it. But during the game, it feels like a regular hand. So that's really nothing. And being the one to win the game is just fun. Being a part of it. And it was just a great effort by Will, great pass to get it to me. So it was just fun.
What was going through your mind on that final play when you were going for that possession? What were you looking for, and what did you see when you were going for that shot?
I wanted to get a quick shot just so if I did miss, we could get the rebound. But just score mentality, like we had to score to win. Just wanted to score.
Javontae, how sweet is it? I mean, the arena was rocking. How sweet is it to hear just that silence?
It's great. It's great. It's good to get one here while they got one at BG.
How was it coming off the bench today, first time this season, I believe? What was different in that for you? Did that take some weight off your shoulders for this?
No, really, just encouraging my team while being on the bench. Braylon, he's a great player, so the game would have went the exact same way if he would have been in. But just locking in more, and encouraging my team.
You guys were big underdogs now in 3 starters with Trey out. People gave you much of a chance. What was your guys' mindset coming in here?
Really just being a tougher team, being an aggressor. Not having Trey is a big loss, so stepping up and doing things that he did is very hard, but we got it done tonight.
You guys really lost that paint battle against Kent State in the last game. Outscored Toledo 38-24 in the paint here today. How much of an emphasis was that for you guys in the game plan to attack already?
Get to the paint. We said it all week. We struggled in the paint a lot this year, so we've been working on it a lot. So just getting there and getting to score 38 points in that second half is great.
It's hard to tell, but how limited are you with the hand? How much, I guess if you could put a percent on it?
Honestly, during the game, it feels the same as my left hand.
What about right now?
No, it's good. Don't feel it.
More questions for Javontae? Great. Thank you.
No problem.
Open up the questions for Derrick Butler.
Derrick, you had 18 in that first half. Just what were you seeing out there? How do you think you have that half?
The first half, I just focused on playing hard, let the game come to me. I know we was short-handed this game, so I just really wanted to play hard and just try to win, just try to overall win. That was my mindset in the first half.
Do you feel like there was a bigger emphasis on you scoring with Trey Thomas out now?
I mean, yeah, Trey, he was a really big piece for us, and I'm just, being aggressive, being confident, and just really want to win games, and it really translated today on just my impact of scoring.
Your guys' zone defense really bothered Toledo a lot tonight. Did you notice their players getting kind of frustrated at all on the floor? Or?
I mean, we really been practicing on just the little things like communicating in our zone. I feel like it's very effective. I feel like we're very confident in that aspect of the game, just overall communicating, and it showed today on defense.
What does this game do for your confidence for the rest of the season?
And not only for me and my confidence, for my teammates, our coaching staff, we really is a team that really been through a lot of adversity, injury, sickness, and a lot of other things that just bothered us along the year. So it's really a good thing, good win for us to have momentum going forward.
How much has that adversity brought you guys together as a team at this point of the season with all that you've been through, even dating back to stuff happening in the preseason?
This team is very special because even though we have a lot of adversity, close losses, injury, sickness, we come in practice every day, work hard, no negativity. It's just overall a great team and great guys. So basketball rewards teams like that.
You had a pretty quiet game against Kent State when you scored 7 points. What does it mean to come to Savage Arena and score 20 points and win for the first time for the Falcons here in like 4 years?
Yeah, I just wanted to be overall confident, like I said earlier. Just be confident, have fun, and try to get the win. And that just translates to my scoring today.
Did you feel like, where you guys are at in the max stage right now, did you feel like your back was really against the wall and this was a must-win situation?
I mean, I've been in this is not my first year in the MAC, it's my second year in the MAC, and it just comes down to the wire. I mean, last year it really came to the wire. First seed losing to AC, so it doesn't really matter. Just take it game by game and just focus on the next game.
what is it like to have just silence there at the end when you're doing that in a road venue, dramatic way, in a rivalry game?
It feels good. It's nothing. It's me personally as a player. I think winning on the road is better than winning at home because it's nothing better than roadkill. Just to see like the fans leaving upset and stuff like that. So it's a really good feeling, and it's just momentum for our teammates.
When the fans are kind of getting rowdy, how do you tune that out? Just do your job.
Me personally, I don't really hear anything in the arena while I'm playing. So I'm really just dialed in on what our coaches are saying, communicating to my teammates, and just focus on winning.
Is it sweeter when it's Toledo's fans are sad?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
More questions for Derrick? Thanks, Derrick.
Thank you.
Chris, you're going to start with an opening statement and open up for questions.
Sure. Fun college basketball game, the rivalry games. I mean, this is what college basketball should be about, two good rivals, teams just absolutely playing their hearts out, competing and kind of blow by blow and right down to the wire. I mean, it's with a fun crowd and all that. So, it was a great night for BG and really proud of our guys. The fight, I mean, they've done everything right, in face of adversity. I mean, we practiced 3-on-3, we practiced with managers, coaches playing. I mean, it's just a hard situation. Some guys are just games only and trying to do the best we can with what we have, and so, but the attitude and effort's been off the charts, the culture's been off the charts, and the work ethic. So it's good to see the guys rewarded for that.
I know this is kind of cliche to say nobody gave us a chance, but in this case, you guys down your third starter, 7-man rotation on the road. Not a lot of people give you guys a chance. I mean, what does this say about you guys?
Well, I mean, it says a lot about our guys because I don't think in any part of our preparation was there any doubt. I think we believed in what the game plan was. We had some unique stuff that we were going to do. Believed in these guys. Some guys were just going to have to step up. Like, these two guys here, we knew what they're capable of, and they just carry a little extra load, and we believed that they could. But you're right. We're kind of back up against it. Things have gone. This has been the craziest thing I've ever been part of. I think we've had 9 of our scholarship guys have missed games now. Long-term injuries, crazy injuries, and so you go up against it and you say, hey, we're just going to keep fighting, and this group never quits. So it makes it extra special.
You said you're practicing 3-on-3.
We had, at one point during the year, we got down to that, and some more guys come back, and then some more guys go out, and you're just trying to do the best you can. You can't say enough about these guys. Like Javontae, he really hasn't been in live practice since January 6th, but he has to get his mental reps in and goes out there and has to run the show off of that. So it just shows the special preparation that they put in.
What was the thought process when bringing Campbell on?
I mean, one thing Derrick has been doing a great job for us is giving us scoring punch off the bench, and we want to stagger some of these lineups, especially when you're shorthanded, and make sure you have some scoring. So it was a little bit outside the box, but Javontae is such a team guy. He said, hey, well, let's roll with this, so that way we can stagger some of these substitution patterns and not go through those droughts, which have really hurt us in the middle of the first halves. So.
Have all these injuries and the latest one, Trey, kind of had like a galvanizing effect with this team?
The chemistry of this group is so good. I think they trust each other. They want, and guys want to step up. Guys believe in their preparation. They put a lot of time in the gym. So I think it's kind of a next man up mentality, and they want to show what they can do too. But I think you're right though. I think it galvanized. Like, hey, we believe there's probably not enough. I don't think you go over the 364 D1 schools that have had more injuries than us. And that's something that, hey, nobody cares. Work harder, and that's kind of been our mindset.
What's going through your mind when you saw the final play, the final 15 seconds? What's your head at when you're seeing your team go for that space and seeing Javontae Campbell hit that game-winning shot?
Yeah, you battle, you know this thing's going to come down to the end. We're working on special situations. We're doing all these things to prepare for it. You know these games are going to come down to the end. And the biggest thing for us it was we wanted our toughness to be on display. You know, and that we showed up on the defensive end. It showed up in the rebounding. It showed up in the paint points. You know, it showed up in taking charges at critical minutes. And then that last possession was kind of embodied what we think we have to be in terms of offensive rebounding, doing the tough things, and winning it that way was poetic for us.
Is it extra sweet to win at Saturday?
No, without question. You know, even what's interesting, and we had this conversation earlier in the year with the transfer portal and all the changes that happened. You know, rivalries still matter. Rivalries still matter. At least it does in this community. It does in our community, and it does to our guys. You know, we wanted this game. And they had this one circled, and we wanted to get them back for winning at our place, and maybe we don't see these guys for 4 years going back and forth and battling together, but the here and now, that game mattered a lot to us. We want to beat Toledo.
After the last loss against Kent State, you talked about how you guys have struggled in the middle halves, especially out of the first media timeout with each half. How do you think you guys did today during that time?
Yeah, you know, we just keep trying different things, and we scripted some stuff and just said, hey, out of these timeouts, we're going to be way more disciplined in what we're doing, and that means we're going to be a little more methodical in those moments. We had to do it. I think the zone helps us. You know, it just allows us to get a little change of pace and changing defenses. We ran 2 or 3 different defenses out there today, and I think that allows us, you know, a little bit more grace on the offensive end as well.
And you guys were tied with 2 minutes remaining coming into this game. You guys were 0-3 in your era, tied with 2 minutes remaining. What was different in the final 2 minutes of the game?
You know, our execution was better, but obviously those big plays. I mean, Bub takes that charge and just executing that stuff down the stretch. Because a lot of these games, when they come down to it, none of the plays are attractive and you know, just go down exactly the way you want them because everyone's trying. It's clutch and grab. It's physical, and so it becomes about offensive rebounds and putbacks and all that grimy stuff went to end the games.
Todd, you guys obviously remember this, but is there part of you with all the injuries and the close losses that kind of felt like, man, we deserve a night like this? Like for everything they've gone through and stuff with it, it's extra sweet. So it's like nothing's gone your way, but you get a payoff like this.
Without question, and that's what that locker room. It was just a sweet joy of being rewarded, you know, because you know, quite honestly, a lot of folks would just pack it in at this point. A lot of you know guys would say, hey, you know what, the season hasn't gone our way. We've just taken, you know, one hit after another, and you know, I'll play for myself, or I'll just try to get my points, or I'll try to do this. And we don't have any of that. And so that makes it extra sweet that they just keep believing. We have a saying, you believe and believe again. And because things don't go your way in life, and you got to keep believing after the fact when you don't want to. And they've been rewarded for that. So that made it extra special.
You mentioned Javontae hasn't practiced very live with a broken hand since January 6th. How does he stay sharp? What does he do during practice?
I mean, he's very smart. You know, he stands there next to coaches and he dials in on the game plan. We talk about it, and you know, gets his kind of dry reps on you know, days of games and whatnot, and keeps himself in shape and does all that sort of stuff. And you're just trying to do the best you can. And then when the lights come on, I know what he has in the tank.
How valuable was Logan's junior example performance? 12 rebounds, and highly offensive works.
Yeah, I mean, he's becoming a little bit of a heart and soul guy. You know, he's consistently now bringing this energy. He embodies what this team's about. They just keep playing hard. You know, no one can accuse this team of not playing hard. You know, we might not play a lot of guys, but what they do, they leave it out there. And he's one of those guys. I mean, 12 rebounds in 5 offensive, 4 assists, with 1 turnover. I mean, he just does all that dirty work that affects winning.
Any more questions for Campbell?
Last one thing, just a little bit on notice on the case, but Javontae passed 1,000 career points in his collegiate career. Can you talk a little bit about him and what that means for him?
Yeah, absolutely love him. Absolutely love him. I mean, he's the guy that missed 3 months with a hernia, and he had every reason not to try to come back, and he came back, and And he's just getting, he's 7 defensive rebounds out of that position, and those charges, just a tough as nails competitor, vocal leader. You can't say enough about him.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great night. Good weekend.